Buenos dias. It's 6:30 in the morning here in Panama, and you can still hear all the birds chirping. Not a single person on the beach yet. So today I decided I'm going to do a vlog. It's been a long time since I've done a vlog. I definitely wasn't pregnant last time I did one. I am now 28 weeks pregnant with the second, who's also a boy, coming in April. So yeah, we'll see. I want to share with you guys a few things, take you along my day. Hopefully it'll be fun. So first thing this morning, I'm gonna be just sitting here and drinking my celery juice, which we juice and I try and drink first thing on an empty stomach. It's good for you. And then I'm gonna read my book. I'm right now reading this book called Being There, Why Prioritizing Motherhood in the First 3 Years Matters by Erica Commissar. Erica Commissar is one of the best resources on attachment that I can recommend for you guys. I've really done a deep dive on attachment, childhood attachment, which is really, lifetime attachment. She's just very well spoken and articulate, and she knows her stuff, and so she's a great resource. And Stefan actually got me this book for Christmas, and I like it. It's been really great because for me, what it's done is it's helped validate my decision to prioritize Lucas over everything else. I've basically walked away from my business and a lot of other things that used to be priorities, and I made him my priority. And I think that's the right move. Turtle. Yes. Is that trash? So here Lucas is like getting stuck on these mini sand dunes, but instead of saying, asking for my help, I say, okay, what can you do? And he figures out, okay, I can lift up the bucket. So, oh, oopsie. Did you fall? Yeah, stand up. Yeah, stand up. You can do it. My philosophy is to help him in the least amount possible. So by helping him the least amount possible, it's actually empowering to him, because I'm saying, yes, you can do it. Yes, you're capable. And whenever I tell him you can do it, he tries, and he believes me that he can do it. And then he, most of the time, accomplishes what it is that he set out to do. So for me, that's a really important philosophy, because if I help him to do everything, he's not going to be as capable as he can become. Trash collecting on the beach has become somewhat of a morning routine for us. We do one bucket, which this I can collect in like 10 minutes, and that's with him slowing me down. And he likes to help me. Like sometimes he can't squeeze the thing, but he tries to pick it up. And we make it into a game, like it's an excavator that's picking it up, and make sound effects. So the beach is pretty clean here, but there are areas that the locals come to party in that they obviously, leave a lot of trash. So I try and go to those areas with him. Tractor? It's usually really sunny by this hour, but it's quite cloudy today. Last night it rained, so it's actually a lot nicer for us to be out right now. We just extended our grass, so it's looking a little blotchy. Another thing too that I am trying to implement as much as possible is, at this age there's a lot of mama, 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 mama. And he has a really broad vocabulary, so I'm trying to encourage him to use it. And so teaching him to put words together. Mama, so what do you want from mama? You want mama to come? Say mama, come. Mama, come. If you want mama to come and sit with you, say mama, sit. And so he's putting these words together now, so it's teaching him how to actually communicate better. And again, that's also empowering him, because then that means that he's able to have his needs met more frequently, because we all can understand him. And so he's been doing really well with that. He's been putting words together, 2-3 word sentences. Mama come, mama sit, mama play, let's play. That's his big one now, let's play. And yeah, so it's like you have to, let's play. What I learned is that you can't just wait for your kid to learn these things on their own. Like, sure, they will over time. Yes, truck. But you can help them by teaching them, you know? It's not so hard to teach them, like, oh yeah, instead of mama, what would you like? You want to play? Okay, let's play. And I don't know, he's just picked it up so quickly, and it's made communication so much better for us. So I'm making something now for Lucas called honey butter, which he loves. It's a sweet snack. So this is the sweetest thing he'll ever eat. It's just a tiny, honey butter. It's a tiny bit of honey. This is raw, unfiltered, organic honey. And honey has just so many incredible health benefits. So the way I do it though is I put it in a little bowl. Yes, sweetie. And then I put a larger amount of butter. And I know to us this seems really gross, but kids need saturated fats. It's very important for them. And it helps provide that blood sugar stability throughout the day. So I mix it like this, and he takes like tablespoons, and he loves it. And that's all he's gonna get. That's not even every day I give it to him, but I want him to get the benefits of honey. So in my coffee, I put collagen, which helps me kind of justify drinking the coffee. This is the Primal Kitchen brand. This is collagen powder that's meant to be mixed into drinks, so it's not all clumpy. And I put quite a bit, so I get some collagen through this, but I really try and take a lot of collagen, especially while pregnant. But the best way to get it is through meat stock. I'll show you what meat stock is. This here is meat stock, so it's like a jello basically, and it's made from, it's like kind of what you guys would know as bone broth. You want more? Okay, 1 minute, you have to wait. And it's just the collagen that comes from the bones of the animals, and so you're consuming that, and it has amazing health benefits. Of course, great for your skin, hair, skin, and nails. So that's my main source. And then also I take more collagen in the smoothies that Stefan makes every day. He makes smoothies that for me and for Lucas. Did you eat the honey butter? No. Oh, there's more here. Look. No, there's no more. It's all done. All done, look, all done, all done.
Daddy.
What about your cereal? So I just want to show you guys, I got turned on to this brand called Pericone. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, Pericone. And I'm really liking them so far. It's like a very nice quality, like when you put it on your skin, you really feel like it's high quality. I can't say that it works or doesn't work for me. You know, with skincare, I never really know. There's no magic bottle, but I do feel like it is nourishing my skin. So that's what I've been using lately. I'm gonna be doing some makeup today. I'm trying to do my makeup more often now. If I don't do my makeup, all I do is I put on this Color Science, this SPF 50 from Color Science. It's basically a tinted SPF, but it helps to really conceal red spots and even your skin tone. So for me, I still feel like it helps look a little bit put together, even though I'm not doing my makeup. So I would usually wear that, but right now, since I'm just gonna do my makeup, I'm gonna put a regular SPF. This is from Ever Eden. It's a botanical SPF 30 with zinc oxide. I'm gonna put some of that on. And if you guys probably don't notice, it's hard to notice it in the video, but my nose looks different because about 2 months ago, Lucas managed to break my nose with his head. He head-butted me by accident, kind of. I'll put some video footage if you want to see it. And it was like really, really wonky looking. So I had to go the next day to the emergency, and basically what they did was like they moved it back in place. And then I had to put a splint on for 7 days. And when they took it off, I noticed that, oh, it didn't really fix it completely. Like it's still this side, there's a big bump here, a big bone that it's just like, when I look, I can very obviously see it. When I point it out to someone, they can see it. But yeah, my nose never went back to the way it was, unfortunately, because I liked my nose. So people tell me that that's just part of having kids. You're not going to come out unscathed, and it's a battle scar. But I also think like if I had a girl, that would probably never have happened. Also, I asked you guys, what do you want to know on Instagram? And you guys responded with a whole bunch of things that I don't think I have time to answer on this vlog. You know, like I don't want to spend the whole vlog talking. So I'm going to do separate videos for those things about like, what am I doing for passive income? How am I juggling being a mom and working? Day in the life, what I eat, what do I feed Lucas? Pregnancy supplements, labor choices, you know, like what are my preferences at labor? Like all of those things, those are, you know, I can't give you guys short answers. You know, if you know me, you know that I like to go in depth with things because that's how I am. Like I research things in depth, and there's just not like, most of these things don't have a short answer. They're complex, they're nuanced, and I try and give you guys, you know, a comprehensive response when I do response. So I'll try and do more videos coming up, not making any promises, but we'll try and answer some more things for you guys. I'm trying to contour this bump out of my nose, but it never works. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna wear. We're gonna go to a farmer's market. This is a dress from Daisy Gual. I actually really like that brand. It's like I think it's a Spanish brand. It comes with this top, but I don't know if I'm gonna wear this. I mean, what do you think? Is it too grandmotherly? And then I was gonna put it with this hat. think it's cute. I think I should do it. Okay, put some toothpaste on. And now you're gonna brush with Elmo. Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush. Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush.
Elmo.
So we're gonna just do a little painting activity.
Mom.
What color do you want?
Baby.
What color is that?
Yellow.
Yellow, you want yellow?
Yeah.
Okay, there. You want another color?
Yeah.
Which color?
Green.
You want green?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want another color?
Yeah.
What color is this one?
Purple.
Purple, okay. Do you want another color?
Yeah.
What color is this one? What color is that? This one?
Yeah.
What color?
Blue.
Blue, okay. Good job. Okay.
Mom.
More, what color do you want? You have all the colors. What color is this one?
Red.
Red, very good.
Mom.
More, you gotta paint them. Okay, what color is this one?
Red.
No, I know, it looks like red. It's not red though. Do you know what color it is?
Pink.
Pink, that's right. Do you know what color this one is?
Orange.
Orange, very good. Those are all of them. Which one else is there? There's another blue.
Blue. Blue.
What you have here, you have to use the wet paint that you have now, okay? Are you cleaning your hands?
Yeah.
Thank you. So we had to go home early because Lucas was saying that he needs to go caca. So we came home so that he could do it on the potty, and he did. So that was really good. That was a win. So we got these beeswax wraps, which are great for food storage. So yeah, we got dehydrated mango, which is yummy. And we got Kobe some treats. These sardine snacks. It's for Kobe. And then we got this coffee. It's free of pesticides. And we got some different colored ginger. It's like a red ginger. And we got turmeric. So I'm gonna make some ginger turmeric shots today. Wellness shots. And is that all we got? I think that's all we got. So nothing like we really need, but like we really try and support the locals because we want to encourage more of these people bringing their items to us. It makes it very convenient. So we always try and support local companies and food markets and things like that. Okay, so I was about to go to the gym, but then I realized that Kobe doesn't have any food left, so I need to go to the store now and get him some food because he's on a raw dog food diet, which is not always practical because it runs out fast and I have to go and buy every ingredient individually and then put it all together. So I'm gonna run to the store now and get some meat, basically. He's basically just eating right now turkey and salmon and pork. I got the dog food. I'm having the nanny make the meals, put them together for me. It saves me a lot of time. And now I'm gonna play with Lucas a little bit. And then I'm gonna put him to bed. This is Lucas's room. That's his floor bed. It's a little Montessori shelf. Here we have his bookshelf. His dresser, which I'm gonna put for the baby. I'm gonna move that out of here. Okay, so I just put Lucas down for his nap. It's 12:30 now. This is the monitor that I use. I turn it on. It's a VTech, it's an analog, so there's no video. And I started using this.
VTech cares about your baby's safety. Please install the baby unit at least 3 feet away from your child and ensure the cord is out of reach.
So with this, I can hear him. Which is really all I need at this age. You know, he's not an infant anymore. I'm not paranoid about him in his room. He's all grown up basically, and I just need to know when he wakes up or if he cries and he needs help. There is a camera in the room on the ceiling. That's part of our security system in our house. But before, I used to have a baby monitor called Childcare, and I was using that up until he was about, I think like 15 months maybe. And then I switched over to this because I wanted to reduce the EMF exposure, and this is even lower EMF exposure than the Childcare, which the Childcare for video, if you want video, that has probably the lowest EMF exposure out of all of the cameras that I researched. But this one I got on Amazon for $19, and the range is actually really good. Like, you can go throughout this whole house and you have really good range and really good sound quality, and you can adjust the volume. All you can do is adjust the volume, but it works really well. So that's what I do now because, again, I want to reduce EMF exposure and I don't need to see him. And if I do need to see him, I can actually pull up on my phone from the video surveillance system in his room. I can pull up the camera footage there if I need to. But this works for just carrying around with me wherever I go. And he's gonna sleep now 2 to 3 hours. 3 hours if I let him. I usually wake him up after 2 hours because I'd rather him go to bed earlier rather than later, because I like to go to bed early, but probably will let him sleep 3 hours today so I can go to the gym and do some other things. Nanny's going home in half an hour. She goes home at 1. So she's not, I'm not gonna have her help later. So I think I'll go to the gym while I still have some energy.
All right, so I'm heading to the gym now in my mulita, which is like that little buggy type thing. A lot of people have been asking me about living in Panama and where I live. And I live in a community called Buenaventura, and it's beautiful here. You can see the scenery in the background. There's lots of green, lots of trees, lots of birds.
And for us, it works at this stage in our life, the stage where we are raising young children. We've done all the traveling, we've done all of the adventure. I'm sure at some point in our lives, again, we're gonna wanna pick that up. But at this stage in life, we just want stability, consistency, and just like a stable home. And that's, our home base now is Panama. And this community that we live in works really well for us, for the needs that we have at this stage with having young children, planning to have more children and raise a young family. And so we like it, but we also have to acknowledge that the reason that it works for us is because we live part-time of the year in Canada, with the exception of this year because we're not going to be going back because I'm going to give birth in Panama. But typically our goal is to spend 6 months in Panama, 6 months in Canada. And with that, we get the variety that we need. We get both the city life and the beach life. Because if we were just here all year round, year after year, it's just too much beach life. It's a bit too slow. And the beauty of being in Vancouver, for example, is you can just take a walk anywhere. You have dozens of coffee shop options. You can meet up with friends easily. You can go walk on the seawall. You can go shopping. Or you can get in your car and you can go for a hike. You can go to the lake. You can go to Science World. Like, there's so many cool things that you can do. And here, there's nowhere to drive. You know, you're pretty much stuck within the community. And it's a great community. Like, I love it. I think it's fantastic. But, you know, it can get boring. So for the people who do need more variety, more adventure in their lives, probably not the best fit. But for those of you who do have young families and you're kind of indoors a lot, and you know, you're just not planning any wild trips, like it can work for that stage of life. So the workouts that I've been doing have been the same that I did with my first pregnancy. So I'm following the Bell method, her push prep course. So she has workouts for first, second, and third trimester. And I got her workouts because she really understands, you know, the pelvic floor, how you have to really protect it, and diastasis recti, and all of those things. And I didn't want to exaggerate and overdo it with working out to the point where you cause damage, because it's very easy to cause damage. And even like with core work, like, you know, you're gonna get the most benefit just from breathing. So just like breathing out, and it's not sucking in, it's like breathing out and then releasing. This is working your pelvic floor. Right, so I'm gonna make a little bit of almond milk. And I just want to show you guys how easy it is to make, because if you are into alternative milks, then buying them at the store, there's usually a whole bunch of crap in them, like a lot of guar gum and sugars and all of that. And you can so easily make it at home, and it can be more affordable too. So all you need is a milk nut bag, your almonds or whatever nut you have of choice. You can use a Vitamix, or you can use another powerful blender. There's also something called the Almond Cow, it's like a machine that you buy just to make almond milk, but I don't really think it's necessary if you have a Vitamix. So you just put the almonds in there, and then to sweeten it, if you want, totally optional, you put some dates. So I put about 3 dates in, I'll put 4 in this batch. And you do need to pit the dates. You fill it with I double it in water, so about double the amount of water. And you just test it and taste it to see if it suits your needs. Some people might not like it as watered down, some people might like it more. And blend it real good. Okay, so this is how it turns out. Then what you'll do is you just pour it into your nut milk bag. And then you do some hard manual labor to squeeze out all the fiber. So I've personally actually made a shift from drinking pretty much exclusively drinking alternative milks, mostly almond milk, for many years. Did not like dairy, did not like cow's milk, didn't like the taste of it, and just felt like it wasn't good for me. But now I've since learned that, you know, dairy, if you get a really good source of it, it's like, can be extremely healthy, extremely nourishing. So now I source all of my milk from a farm, a local farm. I get it raw, and then I actually pasteurize it myself at a very low heat, because a lot of the milks in the stores, they are ultra pasteurized. So you're not really getting any nutrition, not much nutrition from the milk itself. All of that is lost through heating it up at such high temperatures. So I'm extracting all of the milk now, and I'm leaving the fibers in this bag. This takes a little time. So we've made a shift as a family to drinking more milk. Lucas drinks goat milk and cow's milk, but like he drinks from a cup, he'll drink goat milk. But I still make almond milk sometimes because I like the taste of almond milk better personally. The only thing with almond milk is that it can be high in oxalates. So it's important to soak your almonds overnight. Helps to remove that hard layer, that shell, and can reduce the oxalates. And oxalates are not good for you. So, good to know. So this is the almond milk, about I'd say a liter and a half. Doesn't save too much money if you buy the organic almonds, but it is a lot better for your health. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna make are these shots. So I got these little shot glasses off Amazon. I've changed into my apron because I'm dealing with turmeric, which, as you know, stains. Don't want to take any risks. So I juiced, well, today I had the nanny juice the turmeric and the ginger here. And then I bought this ginger at the farmer's market, which she said came from her own farm, but it's a weird ginger. Like, this is a normal ginger and this is her ginger. And it smells different. And I wonder if it's like from China, but it smells herbally, like no, florally. It smells floral. And I think I'm gonna stick with regular ginger. So what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna use some apple juice. This is organic apple juice. I could have juiced my own apples, but I have this at home. And I could also put a little bit of lemon juice in here if I want, but we drink quite a bit of lemon juice already. So what I'm gonna do now is just put a little funnel, stick that in there, a little bit of turmeric. And these are my immunity shots. And so we have them every morning along with the celery juice. Everyone gets a shot, except Lucas, he doesn't take this, it's too strong. And hopefully this helps boost our immune systems. I can say it works for me because I haven't been sick since COVID. So that was 2 years ago. And I haven't been sick before COVID for like another 2 years. So I think my immune system's doing well. Sometimes I wish I could get sick so I could have a day off and just watch TV. But I shouldn't say that. God forbid. I should be grateful for good health, but I think probably other moms can relate. Okay, so now I'm gonna mix in the ginger. It's a little bit of ginger because it's got quite the kick to it. Oopsie, that one's gonna be heavy. I mean, this is not a science, so some of them are gonna be quite strong. And then I'm gonna kind of fill that, and there you go. And so this is something you can definitely make at home and save a lot of money doing it, because you buy these at Whole Foods for like $4, and it's like, it costs nothing, it costs pennies to make this. So definitely worth investing in a juicer, even if it's just to make these shots, because there's a lot of power in these. I also sometimes make them with garlic, so I'll add garlic to it, but that's really, you know, you gotta kind of push yourself to drink that one. So now when Lucas wakes up, he's gonna eat this yogurt, and I like to have one of these always in the fridge. I put yogurt, chia seeds, hemp seeds, and then I put some organic berries on top, and he loves it. So this is kind of a quick snack. He kind of likes to eat light when he wakes up from his nap. So it's a bit futile to try and give him a big meal. So we're gonna save that for dinner. And then I'm just gonna prepare this steak for us. I'm gonna season it we'll do vegetables and steak. And for Lucas, I'll put some of this grain-free cassava elbow pasta. He'll have that with some steak. So I'm actually gonna show you guys my fridge to show you a few items. So as you can see, we're pretty healthy. Here's all of the milks. So the almond milk and the cow milk and the goat milk. I make yogurt at home too, which is really easy to do with the Instant Pot. So I have a lot of those. Hola, mi amor. Oh, you remember the cookie that you broke? ¿Cómo dormiste? Are you hungry? Should we go eat? Oh, sweetie. Yeah, it's broken. Remember, it broke. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and your face show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. You wanna go in the pool? Oh, Kobe just helped himself. Some fried, lots of butter on these vegetables. Again, I'm looking for fats, steak, and some of that pasta. And that's Stefan's. So for dessert, Lucas is having organic frozen blueberries. Use a spoon, please. He loves frozen blueberries. And I don't mind because they have a lot of antioxidants, low glycemic. Yeah. And it's actually a good skill for him to build because picking those up isn't that easy. Transfers it to his hand. But he barely touched his dinner, unfortunately. So I'm gonna lay down now. I'm quite tired, but I just want to show you. I want to show you guys the full playroom reveal in another video, but I just wanted to show you how cute this little kitchen is. Lucas loves it, and there's actually running water. So he goes and he helps himself to a cup of water there whenever he's thirsty, and he gets himself snacks and all of that. And yeah, I love it. I love how this turned out. So I'll show you guys the full thing later. So this vlog is coming to an end as the evening wraps up. It's about 6 now, so by 7 I'm gonna have Lucas in bed and hopefully go to sleep. So I'm just gonna play with him for the rest of the evening, family time, and read him 20 books because he's the master of manipulation when it comes to reading books. He always wants one more. And then I'm gonna go to bed I'm gonna be in bed by 8. Yeah, dada. And hopefully asleep by 9. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.